Hi, my name is Kenzie and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about swimming pool, summer, and natural hair. So I just wanted to give you guys some tips and tricks for preparing your hair for the summer. I know in Arizona it is very hot right now. It is a time for swimming. So because of that, I wanted to give you guys some tricks on how to protect your hair while swimming and being out in the sun. So I wrote my little list on my phone. So before I start, I want to apologize. It is so blazing hot up here where I film, and I have a fan on my camera because my camera will overheat because it is so hot. If you hear it, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to fix the audio. So hopefully we can just get past that sound. Okay, so number one tip is to just not wet it at all. You can just get in the pool, put your hair in a bun or in whatever protective style you like, and just not get it wet. And to be honest, that's probably the best thing to do, but that's not, you know, reasonable or logical for a lot of people. Some people want to get in the water and swim and don't want to have to worry about their hair. So my second tip is to rinse your hair thoroughly before getting into the pool. Now this sounds kind of weird and like you're washing out your product, but your hair is kind of like a sponge. So if you take a dry sponge and you put it into the water, it soaks up the water, right? And when you pull it out, all the water is in the sponge. But if you take an already wet sponge and dip it into the water, because it already had water in it and it already absorbed water, it won't take on as much water when you dunk it into, you know, whatever, the sink or whatever. So I don't know if that made sense. So our hair is kind of like that in a sense. If your hair is already wet before you get into the pool with, you know, regular shower water, then your hair won't absorb as much of that chlorine, therefore causing damage and stuff like that. So I just suggest rinsing your hair before you get into a pool. So if you are at the beach, because pools and beaches are different, the air is salty because of the ocean. So this salty air isn't necessarily good for our hair. It's not horrible, it's not like chlorine, but it's not good as well. So if you're going to be laying out at the beach or getting in the water, I suggest to spritz your hair with oils or saturate your hair with oils, like coconut oil is a very popular one, or to put in a really good leave-in conditioner before laying out in the sun or getting in the water and stuff like that. So the beach and the pool are a little different because of the salt in the ocean. So tip number 3, I kind of touched on this. Before you get into a pool, try saturating your hair with coconut oil. I know sometimes it doesn't look the best, so you can add your coconut oil while it's wet or while it's dry. I would prefer to probably put in a whole bunch of coconut oil in your hair before you rinse it, then go and rinse your hair, and then you can apply a little bit more coconut oil. So when you go into the water, your hair will have already absorbed all of these oils and it will repel the water. So it will protect your hair a little bit more when you're swimming. If you guys don't have coconut oil, I know a lot of people have olive oil in your house. You can also use olive oil as well. So I also kind of touched on this as well. You can put in a leave-in conditioner, or you can put in your regular conditioner that you apply to your hair in the shower, because it is thicker and it is it's not meant to stain your hair, therefore it is usually a little thicker. So because of that, it will protect your hair when you're in the pool. So I would say just saturate your hair in this conditioner. You can do that right after you rinse your hair before you get in the pool. If you're not the type that likes to just swim with your hair like all out and natural, I would suggest wearing your hair in a bun after you've done the previous steps as far as coconut oil or a conditioner go. So I would put your hair in a bun, or I would braid your hair. You can do French braids, you can do one braid, you can do pigtail braids, you can braid your hair and then stick it in a bun. You can really do whatever you want. So that will protect your hair, especially if you don't like to swim with your hair out like this. But I would still, before you go and braid it and stuff, I would still rinse it, or after you braid it, I would rinse it and add the oils and all that good stuff as well, so that you are fully protected when you get into the pool. My next tip is to deep condition before getting in the pool. So you don't have to do this. This is just a tip. You can deep condition your hair, like, I don't know, say 30 minutes before you get in the pool if you know you're going to go swimming. Deep condition your hair and go through your regular routine. And this will ensure that your hair has that moisture locked into it because of that deep condition. So if you deep condition your hair, I would just suggest rinsing it right before you go into the pool and your hair should be nice and protected. So after you've gotten in the pool, it is very key that you wash your hair after. You don't want that chlorine to be sitting in your hair all day. So if you have access to a shower after you have gotten out of the pool, I would suggest to wash your hair, and I always suggest using a sulfate-free shampoo. So after you wash your hair with the shampoo, do go into the conditioner. I know a lot of people don't like to wash their hair with shampoo, but I do suggest after swimming to wash your hair with shampoo because you want that chlorine to get out of your hair. You don't want any chlorine left over in your hair, so I would suggest using a shampoo, then a conditioner. You can also use the method where you condition first and shampoo second. I'll leave a link above in the card where you guys can see the method of conditioning first and then shampooing second. I would suggest using this method right after getting out of the pool. So after you've got out of the pool and you've washed your hair, please put oil back on your scalp. Just put some coconut oil on your fingers and go ahead and rub it all in your scalp. You want your scalp to regain its moisture after the chlorine and the shampoo. You need to apply all of those oils back into your hair so it stays healthy after you're done swimming. So after you've washed your hair and it's nice and oiled and it's back to normal, do not apply heat to your hair. I would suggest not straightening or blow drying your hair for up to 3 days to a week after you have gone swimming, because for some reason the chlorine that was in your hair in combination with the heat damages your hair and can ruin your curls. So I'm a curly girl that likes to straighten my hair once or twice a year, and I don't suffer from any heat damage. But some people don't realize that they had heat damage because they were maybe at the beach all day or they were in a pool all day, and then shortly after they've washed their hair, they went and straightened it. So that alone can cause heat damage. So like I said, stay away from heat for about 3 days to a week after you have gone swimming. If you do plan on going swimming for multiple days, just make sure your hair is protected with oils, conditioner, and you've rinsed it before you go into the pool, because we want to keep our hair nice and healthy throughout the summer so that when winter comes and we like to wear our hair out and big, that it looks nice and healthy. So those are all the tips I have for swimming with curly hair. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.